Cooler weather is around the corner, but while warm weather is still here, take advantage of our $49 home comfort checkup. Stay comfortable year-round with our services at Premier Heating and Air. And rebates are starting at $1,500 with the purchase of a new heating and air system and your choice of a free gift from a $100 Visa gift card, Wi-Fi thermostat, or UV light. Experience the Premier difference today and stay comfortable year-round with our services. Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company. Log on to premierishere.com.
Welcome to the Coaches Show. I'm here with head coach and district athletic director of Dublin High School, Roger Holmes. Coach, coming off a victory over East Lawrence the other night, last Friday night, it was a tale of two halves. 13-0. They beat us in the first half, and I believe we jumped on them with 5 unanswered touchdowns, scored 37 points in the second half, and came out with a 37-13 drubbing of East Lawrence. Dontavius Cannon with a couple of touchdown runs. Trav Bostic with a sweet run around the end for a touchdown. Jeff Davis, Jamarcus Knight had a nice touchdown run. Jeff Davis, great job leading the offense after being injured the week before, coming back and being able to come in. Had a nice pass, 30 yards to Jamarcus Knight, I remember. A really sweet pass out there to Will Wallace for another 30 yards, where the east side was kind of biting on us a little bit. Great offensive second half for your Irish, but I think what led into that was a guy named Jalen Daugherty.
Daugherty had a great night. There's no doubt about it.
I believe 4.5 sacks and 4 tackles for loss for Jalen Daugherty. Your ends played very well. I mean, I don't talk enough about the defensive side of the ball because I'm an offensive guy, but I've got to brag on Daugherty and love it and your ends and what the heat they brought the second half.
Well, they did a good job. You know, when you talk about a tale of two halves, it's funny. I hear a lot of people saying, "Man, you must have went off on them at halftime. You did this. I'd like to have been in there and heard what." You know what? It wasn't like that at all. You know, the reality of it was we just failed to make some plays, and we made some of our own mistakes. Their opening drive, they took the ball, they went down and scored. Well, we've got them on 4th and long, and they get an incomplete pass, and we get a roughing the passer.
Right.
And, from looking at that one on film, the only thing I can think, and it's one of the things that we've coached our kids on, obviously, again, since we saw the film, they have the new rule in there where they call it an unprotected player. You know, a defensive back, if he's getting to the receiver at the same time the receiver's trying to catch the football and they end up with a big collision, but you as the defender don't try to wrap the guy up and take him down. If you just hit him, knock the heck out of him, the ball comes loose, but don't wrap him up, that is a penalty for hitting a defenseless player. I don't see, from looking at the film, any way that our young man could have pulled up. It was Will J. He had a pressure on and was within a step of him, but he didn't wrap him up. And they ended up getting a roughing the passer call, which was very similar. Now, we had a whole different crew. The crew was out of Atlanta.
Right.
Some areas, different
Probably
things
a good
are called
thing, too.
different ways. And so that kept the drive alive. And then, like I told the players, we cost them their second touchdown. And,
we had a couple of fumbles that hurt us. And
just from the defensive play I'm talking about, our defensive coordinator, Joe Stubbs, had called for a pressure. We had a blitz called, but we also check into a different look when a team goes to an empty formation. Well, you never check out of the blitz.
Right.
One of our coaches on the headset saw the formation, didn't realize we were in the blitz, and hollered, check the front. And then I hollered, check the front. And we confused the secondary, and they didn't get lined up right, and we left a receiver running open. And, you know, I told the players, that's not on y'all.
Right.
That's on us. You know, we've got to own the things where we mess up, because we expect and ask them to own up and to handle the things that they do well. From the offensive standpoint in the first half, we didn't get the ball for about the first 8 minutes because we fumbled a kickoff return. And when we got the ball, we moved the ball consistently down the field and had a turnover in the red zone. And that stopped.
Did that happen twice?
Drive. Well, it happened twice in the first half. So it was more about what we were doing to hurt ourselves maybe than what East Lawrence was doing to hurt us.
We shot ourselves in the foot, but I think the second half when we came out,
well, it didn't start the way we wanted it to.
Bennett Lake had a great kickoff.
Great kickoff return.
Ran it 50 yards back, ran over a kid. I mean, it really got the stands.
Gave us some excitement in the game, and then we turned around and fumbled the day first snap of the second half. Now, that's where I think our young men deserve probably the most credit of all, is to not flinch,
right?
To not question, to not waver, to not point fingers at teammates. The rougher it got, the tighter they came together. And the second half was more like Dublin football, and I was proud that our young men had the mental toughness to deal with things when they weren't going their way. And it turned out to be a dominating win for us, especially in the second half, and that was good, you know, and because I truly believe that East Lawrence football team,
they brought some athletes.
They're skilled people, are very talented, and they're going to beat some people.
I think we knew going into this game, we talked last week about the potential threats they have.
Well, their nose tackle, and I'm sorry I don't remember his name, but his number is 78.
78.
We knew going in that young man could cause problems, and I think a couple of those center quarterback exchanges was a result of the talent and the effort that number 78 for East Lawrence plays with. So it's they deserve some credit. I think their kids came to play. The atmosphere was good. And, we're glad to be able to go in there and get a win. And I told, our players that you better appreciate any win that you get because they're not easy. They're not easy to come around with. So, all in all, a good night.
It was.
We came out of it healthy. We went into the game the other night on Monday. We're not even sure if Jeff Davis is going to be able to play. Bennett Lake had been out the week before.
Hey, this is Perry at Williamson's Bakery, a proud supporter of Dublin and Lawrence County athletics since 1965. From donuts to cupcakes and cookies to eclair, we have everything to satisfy your sweet tooth. We even have treats for your dogs. So when Friday rolls around, don't forget to stop by and pick up some stuff for that late afternoon tailgate. So remember, go Raiders, go Crusaders, go Falcons, and go Irish. You can find us on Facebook, or you can stop by and see us at 1634 Veterans Boulevard, or give us a call at 478-272-3344.
Allen's Heating and Cooling is your licensed Amana equipment dealer. Trust Allen's Heating and Cooling to install and service your heating and cooling unit. Allen services all brands, and with the purchase of a new Amana, offers a lifetime compressor warranty. Call Sean Clark or any of his friendly staff at Allen's Heating and Cooling, your Amana dealer. Amana lasts and lasts and lasts.
Natural gas all over town.
Get yourself a natural gas tankless water heater and save space.
And have endless hot water.
Natural gas is more efficient than electricity.
and it's lighter than air.
When you install natural gas appliances,
You can get rebates up to $1,500.
The City of Dublin will finance you up to $10,000.
For 60 months at 0% interest.
Use natural gas for all your outdoor cooking.
it's a luxury.
We're on call 24/7.
You'll call us and we'll be there.
Whether you're building a home or starting a business, City of Dublin Natural Gas has you covered.
We serve commercial and residential gas all across town.
Finish the drill with natural gas. Call your gas guys.
At 478-277-5048.
School might be in and the football stadiums may be full on Friday night, but the deals are still smoking hot here at Dublin Nissan. There's never been a better time to buy a crossover. With more inventory and better deals, now's the time to get up and get to Dublin Nissan. With savings of up to $4,500 off MSRP on the Frontier, and with our best inventory in years, now's the time to take advantage of the last days of the Nissan Summer Sales Event. Remember, Don sells cars well at Dublin Nissan.
Georgia Pools is your authorized dealer of RecTech grills. From smoking to searing, RecTech grills do it all. So come into Georgia Pools today and grab life by the horns. We also carry all the Yeti products you could need: coolers, tumblers, cups, and more. Find all of this and more at Georgia Pools. Call 478-275-3607 today or come on in to 1201 Hillcrest Parkway in Dublin. Georgia Pools, your authorized RecTech dealer.
And we're back. Coach, let's go through some highlights that we've got up here on the board of our East Lawrence game Friday night.
Yeah, this was their opening drive, and we brought a pressure, and there's Will Harris.
Will J.
Will J with a big sack. And I think, to be honest with you, that's this is where the next play they ended up scoring their touchdown, and Coach came with a pressure again, and we ended up checking out of it, and they ended up getting a score. Here we are again. We're using some pressure. We do a good job, and there's another big tackle right there for a loss. You know, we're getting better as a football team with our pressures and that type stuff. Here's one of the plays on our opening drive. We run a little option, get the thing pitched, and doesn't seem like a whole lot to the people there, but that's something we worked real hard on last week. The game before, we didn't do a real good job on that block out on the perimeter. Did a lot better job this week. But that was drive ended up getting stalled with a turnover, and here we come again with a little bit of pressure. I think that might be, I'm having a hard time saying. It looks like that was Boogie.
Yep.
Jaden McCray making a big play for us. Here's another pressure again. I think this is Jalen Doherty. You know, it's hard from an offensive standpoint when you're sending 5 out in a route. And, that hangs your quarterback out to dry a little bit. But the area we made the most improvements in was our pass rush lanes.
Really nice bull rush there.
When that athletic quarterback has you spread out and he's getting some pressure on it right there. Thought this was a good job. We were in a little spy situation right here where we were trying to spy the quarterback on his scramble. We do a really good job there. Those are just some areas that people might not see on the course of a game, but things that you're working on real hard in practice, trying to get better with. And pressure on a QB is hard sometimes for them to deal with. And what you're looking at here, we're only rushing 3. They've got 5 to protect. And Doherty does a great job of getting to the quarterback with another big sack. This play right here is just a play action pass on first down. You know, their defensive backs, I think, led them in tackles the other night. And that's usually not a good thing, but when defensive backs are leading the team in tackles, but sometimes you go to sleep and you can give up a big play, and that's what happened here. This is Jamarcus Knight on a little misdirection. You know, a lot of times when teams are flying to the football, they can get beat a little bit with misdirection, and that's a big play for us, getting it down inside the red zone.
Jamarcus 10 yards for over 100 yards Friday night.
Yeah, Jamarcus had a good night. And here he is throwing a good block on a goal line situation, and that's Dontavius Cannon getting in the end zone. Extra point was good. We cut it 13-7. It wasn't on there, but a big play for us was a PAT block. Got his hand on it and kept them at 13. But here we go. We got a little play action pass again, and we hit Jamarcus Knight out on the flag route. He's wide open, a little bust in their coverage, and Jamarcus trying to make a big play. I think he ran out of gas right here. But giving us a good effort, turning it into a big play for us. And here is Trav Bostic getting outside for us on another little kind of misdirection play, and that's just speed.
Jet on.
You know, that's one you look at as a defensive side of the football, and you say, well, we've got a guy unblocked in a position to make the tackle. But Trav had the speed to outrun him to the edge, and that gave us the lead, I think. Maybe for the first time, it's 14-13. Here comes the speed demon in. Bond, VJ Bond.
VJ Bond with another 50-something yards Friday night.
I think this coming Friday night we might be able to see VJ get a few more snaps. He's really starting to now get comfortable and understand more about the offense as a whole. So excited as just watching him improve every week. That was Dontavius Cannon again on another touchdown run. We get great pressure right here. We bring in some edge pressure. Quarterback feels the heat, throws it up for grabs. We're in man coverage. Everybody's on their guy where they need to be, and we end up getting the pressure, creating a bad throw, and with a big interception. I think that's Trav Bostic.
Defensive backs actually played really, really well.
Overall, defensive backs played well. Like I said, we as the coaches messed us up on the one. And we've got to do a better job as coaches in that situation. And here's Jamarcus Knight again on the play we'd run earlier down on the other end, and this time he's able to get in the end zone. And now we're cruising, playing good Dublin football. Here's a big sack by DeMarquio Walden causing a fumble. Unfortunately for us, made a bad decision. We turned around and had a interception for us right on the next play.
Good to see DeMarquio getting.
Oh, yeah. DeMarquio is starting to get in shape. I thought yesterday, conditioning-wise, watching him run around out there was much, much, much better. They end up right here. I think this is the one after the big sack. They snap it over the punter's head. We end up getting the safety. That finished out our scoring for the night, I think, as we hit 38. Here's another good run off the edge. So that kind of finished it up, or 37-13. 37 points in the second half. If we could have done that in the first half, we wouldn't have had to sweat it out so much. But again, East Lawrence got a good football team. I think they're coached well. They got good athletes. And I was just so proud of the way that our young men held their composure when we were shooting bullets at our feet. Obviously, we must not have hit them, but we were sure trying to shoot ourselves in the foot. But a great night of football, good win. We'll come back off this break. We can talk about what's coming up this week for homecoming in Jefferson County.
Coach, we'll take a break and we'll come back with some more Dublin football.
Since we were founded, the Houston Clinic has sought to provide the most advanced orthopedic services available to men, women, and children of all ages and all walks of life. And today, Dr. Gay and Dr. Richter continue the tradition of service in the Lawrence County communities. From our sports teams through every facet of this community, the Houston Clinic is not only proud to serve you, we deem it an honor. The Houston Clinic, 100 Medical Drive, Suite 400 in Dublin.
Hi, I'm Tom Domine. Here at Dublin with Nelson, we pride ourselves on providing the industry's highest quality products at the most competitive pricing. We are a full-service wholesaler specializing in plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products. With a staff that collectively offers more than 50 years of expertise, our team knows your industry, and we can answer your questions and help you get the parts and equipment you need. From mowing to Renee, we carry the plumbing, irrigation, and industrial products you need from the brands you trust. We also carry a great lineup of Milwaukee tools. At Dublin with Nelson, our goal is the long-term success of your business. We achieve that goal with a simple commitment, doing things right, one customer at a time. If you have a question, or if you're looking for a hard-to-find part, give us a call. Our experts are ready to help. Order online, give us a call, or come by at 507 Airport Road in Dublin. We're committed to building long-term relationships with our customers by earning your business every day.
Friendly Gus is fuel-good food. Whether you're grabbing a quick cup of coffee on your way to work or filling up for a big road trip, Friendly Gus will be there to make sure you have what you need. Check out our lineup of specials now. Any size iced tea for just $1.69. A 3-piece dark combo or 2-piece pork chop combo for $7.99. And with over 20 locations, a Friendly Gus store is always nearby. So stop by Friendly Gus today. And don't forget to shop Cochran Brothers Cash and Carry for all your bulk item needs. Come by today and see why Friendly Gus has been serving Middle Georgia for over 100 years.
Hello fans, Ben Knight for Farmer State Bank. Friday night football and Farmer State Bank. As easy as FSB. Dedication, hustle, trust, commitment, and teamwork. Giving our all every day, just as our local football teams do every Friday night. Join us at Farmer State Bank and support your local team. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $3,500.
Products you can count on, a name you can trust. That's Mid-State Tractor and Equipment.
And we're back. Coach, coming off the victory over East Lawrence, we're going to jump right into one of these things that the head coaches don't like, and that's a homecoming week. We do have Jefferson County coming into the Shamrock Bowl over here, and as we always know, they bring some athletes when they come, and then you've got the homecoming things going on with the kids, so it's going to be a lot to get ready for, I would say.
The whole schedule changes up this week during the academic day with things going on around the homecoming stuff. And, you know, we talked last night at the Booster Club meeting. Routine, I think, has a lot to do with the success that our football team has, is having a consistent pattern of things that you're going to do and how you want to go about doing them. And so homecoming week creates a lot of those distractions. But we always tell our young men we really have one responsibility on the week of homecoming, and that's to make sure that we find a way to win a football game and the people leave the stadium
or keep the fans happy,
proud of being Dublin Irish. And so Jefferson County coming in, they're 0-4. They're a football team that's been down for a couple of years. From an athletic standpoint, they're going to pass the look test. They have physical size. They have skill in positions. They always have good speed. The young man that's their bell cow wears number 0. He plays quarterback for them. He's their leading rusher. He's their leading passer. He's almost, for a lack of a better word, it's almost like he is a wildcat quarterback. People that have a standard quarterback, then they bring somebody else in because they're going to run a lot of what I would call
they run a spread?
Uncharacteristic offensive formations.
Okay.
They do a lot of things formationally to try to get you out-leveraged and out-flanked on the perimeter. And they love to run the sweep game, whether it be what people call pin and pull out of a spread look. It's, sort of a buck sweep type thing that would mirror what we do in our offense. They like to just run a lot of quarterback sweep. Power lead, got 4 guys out in front of him, and he's headed to the edge. And then off of that, it'll look like the run play, but the receivers will try to just run by a DB because they think it looks just like the run play. So,
different to get ready for.
A little bit different in the scheme at what they're doing. They will spread you out and go empty like we saw last week with 5 wideouts and just a quarterback back there. So there's a lot of condensed, unbalanced bunch formation looks, and the next thing you know, you're playing against 5 wide. So it makes you have to defend everything. Now, when you look at them from a defensive standpoint, the guy is very familiar, the head football coach is familiar with our program to a great degree because he was a defensive coordinator for years at Washington County. And when we weren't playing Washington County on the regular season, we were always working with them during the summer.
We were.
Because of the respect and the understanding that going against those guys are going to make you a better football team. Well, they feel like they have a great understanding of the wing tee. I can recall back one day working in the summer out here and him telling his kids, I told y'all this stuff is easy to defend. And, maybe it is. So we need to go out and see if we can create a little confusion for them and do some good things for us offensively.
And I think in previous years, if you've gone over there and expecting to see one defense, and you've come out in a total different defense.
See, you're stealing the thunder. I told you that at the Booster Club meeting last night. No, they, every single snap we've watched them on film this year, and that's through 4 games, except when they got in the goal line. They've been in an even front, meaning there's no nose man. They're a 4-4 football team that wants to play man coverage, nobody deeper than 5 yards from the line of scrimmage, and those DBs are getting involved in the run game. They do a very good job with that. Now, the last 2 weeks, they've played nothing but zone. You haven't seen any man-to-man, and they've been in their 4-4 look. They did the same thing last year, but when they showed up, when we went to Jefferson County to play, they were in a 3-5, man-to-man, everybody up on the line of scrimmage. So obviously for us, we're prepping.
A lot of preparation, I guess.
We're having to prep for both fronts. Thank goodness we've seen the 4-4 look a bunch this year already, and then last week, although it was not a 5-3, it was a 50 front. 50. So a lot of the things, I thought our kids handled both the fronts very well yesterday in practice.
Right. Coach, with all being said, I think we need to have a good crowd to come out. I expect a good crowd, good weather again for homecoming. Jefferson County coming in. Booster Club's going to have a really big tailgate over there, probably starting about 12 o'clock Friday afternoon.
The cook is in the house.
Yeah, Chef Ron's going to be back in the house cooking again, so we want to invite everybody to come out to the Shamrock Bowl. Tickets will be, I'm sure, GoFan.
GoFan only.
Right. We'll invite everybody to come out to the Shamrock Bowl for a big victory, hopefully against Jefferson County when they come in. Coach, we'll come back next week and we'll have highlights from Jefferson County. Go Irish.
Go Irish.
Matt Hatchett, representative for Lawrence County, is proud to support our local high schools, our East Lawrence Falcons, Trinity Crusaders, the Dublin High Fighting Irish, the West Lawrence Raiders. Matt Hatchett, representative for Lawrence County. Go team!
Mid-State Pools and Spas welcomes spa season with a full lineup of spas from Marquee and Strong. Choose from award-winning comfort and a variety of sizes that'll make spa season your favorite season of all. Shop now for a great selection of pool and patio furniture at Mid-State Pools and Spas with locations in Dublin, Warner Robins, Sandersville, and Vidalia. Mid-State Pools and Spas, this area's most trusted pool and spa dealer.
Hey, it's Stephanie at Shamrock Honda Kawasaki. Want a great way to get around town? Come see our selection of 125 trail bikes. We'll get you going. Whether you're doing a quick commute to town, need to get around college campuses, or just a nice ride on a Sunday afternoon, this line of small 125s will be perfect for you. So come see us today, 106 Savannah Avenue, 478-272-4563. Come see us or give us a call.
Need some supplies for around the house? Stop in Roach Farm and Garden. Need a special gift or just something from around the house? We got wind chimes, windmills, and patio furniture. Come check out our greenhouse. We have trees, shrubs, and a huge selection of pots, arbors, and shepherd hooks. Football fan in the house? Roach Farm and Garden has concrete statues from Go Dogs to Roll Tide. We even carry doormats and flags of your favorite college team. From your farm to your home and everything in between. Come check us out at Roach Farm and Garden, 2 locations, Dublin and Wrightsville.
Hometown Supply is welcoming in spring with a bigger and better selection of zero-turn mowers, blowers, string trimmers, and a complete line of power tools for the yard.
Hometown Supply has all of your lawn and garden equipment from zero-turn mowers to string trimmers and blowers. We carry all major parts and offer service and repair, so come see us at Hometown Supply.
And remember, Hometown Supply has a large selection of new and used appliances.
And remember, if you can't do business at Hometown Supply, you just can't do business.